2.35%. That's the average B2B landing page conversion rate. Out of every 100 visitors who arrive on a typical landing page, fewer than 3 become leads. Every dollar spent on Google Ads, every hour on SEO, every cold email and social post is only as effective as your landing page. If 97 out of 100 visitors leave without acting, your investment fails to deliver returns. That's not just a traffic or content issue. It's a conversion problem hiding inside what looks like a bigger marketing problem. Businesses converting at 8 to 15% generate 4 to 6 times more leads from the same traffic. Everything else depends on it. Here's exactly how that gets built. Most businesses build landing pages the way they build websites. They include the company logo at the top. They list the services. They have a navigation menu. They include an About Us section, and they put the contact form somewhere on the page. That structure works for a website where people are exploring, but it kills conversions on landing pages where people came for one specific reason. 3 things go wrong every single time. First, message mismatch. The ad promised one thing, the landing page talks about something different. The visitor notices the disconnect in seconds and leaves. Second, attention scatter. The page has navigation, it has multiple calls to action, it has links to other pages, it has social media icons. Every extra option is a chance for the visitor to leave. Third, friction without justification. When the form asks for 10 fields, when 3 would suffice. The next step is a 30-minute call when a simple exchange of information would be enough. The effort feels too high for the value, so they leave. But that's not the only challenge businesses face. Most businesses don't realize that their landing page is underperforming. They see some leads as success without calculating the conversion rate or realizing they're losing 97% of their paid traffic. I'm Rod Agatep. I help businesses build marketing ecosystems where every click has a clear path to becoming a client. Here's why this matters. Doubling your traffic is hard. It requires more ad spend, more content, and more SEO investment. In contrast, doubling your landing page conversion rate is straightforward. It uses the same traffic, but it sends it to a better built page. In the next 10 minutes, I'll walk you through building a high converting landing page, and you'll learn the 5 elements that can elevate your conversion rate from 2 to 12%. I'll also highlight hidden failure patterns that erode ROI of your channels. By the end, you'll have a clear action plan to implement it on your own pages. Let's take this a step further and look at how this changes your marketing economics. Your Google Ads campaign drives 100 clicks at $12 each, $1,200 of ad spend. Today, those clicks land on a generic services page that converts at 2%. You get 2 leads and your cost per lead is $600. Now, imagine those same 100 clicks going to a page built specific for that ad. Same headline as the ad, same offer, no navigation, single call to action, form designed for low friction. The page converts at 12%. You get 12 leads, your cost per lead drops to $100. Same ad spend, 6 times the leads. The landing page is the only variable that changed. Now apply this across every channel. Your cold email links to a landing page that converts 6 times better. Your retargeting ads send people to a page built for retargeting traffic. Your social posts drive to a page designed for social contacts. Every channel improves because your conversation layer is stronger. This is a multiplier effect that most businesses underestimate. Better landing pages multiply results across your entire system. Higher conversion rates means you can spend more, recover wasted budget, and grow faster. A high converting landing page has 5 critical elements. They separate top performers from average results. 1. Message match. The headline of the landing page should mirror the message that brought the visitor to the page. If the ad promised a specific outcome, the headline should restate that outcome in the same language. If the email subject line teased a specific framework, the headline should deliver on that framework directly. Match message is not optional. It's the first 3 seconds of trust. When the visitor sees the same promise on the page that brought them there, they relax and engage. When they see something different, they leave because it feels like bait and switch. 2. Single focus. Every element on the page should serve the conversion. No navigation menu, no links to other pages, no learn about our company sections. no social media icons that send visitors to Instagram instead of a form. Most businesses want to offer visitors choices, but every extra option lowers conversion rate. Pages with single purpose dramatically outperform those with many. And here's the data point that surprises most business owners when they hear it. Removing the navigation menu alone typically increases landing page conversions by 10 to 25%. Removing the navigation bar and limiting exits keeps visitors focused and increases completed conversions. 3. Friction appropriate form. The form should ask for the minimum information required to get them to the next step. A free download requires a name and email address. A consultation request must include name, email, and 1 or 2 qualifying questions. A demo request warrants those plus phone and company size. The rule is simple. The effort must match the value. If the visitor is exchanging their email for a checklist, asking 10 questions will drop conversions by 70%. If the visitor requests a custom audit and only provides their email, it indicates the audit isn't personalized for specific proof. The page should also include proof that's relevant to the offer, not generic testimonials, not random logos, but proof that addresses the specific objections the visitor would have at this exact decision point. If the offer is a free strategy session, proof might be a quote from someone who attended the session and found value. If the offer is a downloadable framework, proof might be evidence that the framework actually works in real businesses. Specific proof addressing specific concerns convert dramatically better than generic credibility markers. 5. Clarity of next step. The visitor should be able to tell at a glance exactly what happens after they submit. Get the framework PDF emailed to you is clearer than get started. Book a 30-minute strategy call is clearer than contact us. Every ambiguity about what the conversation produces creates hesitation that costs conversions. Clarity continues after the form is submitted. Thank you page should confirm what they received and what happens next. The first email after the conversion should arrive within minutes. Every step of the journey should feel intentional and complete. So how fast can this work? First, start with your highest traffic landing page. Then match your message, gather proof, and rebuild it using these 5 elements at launch. Then measure performance, compare results, and repeat the process for your next priority page. Creating the first page can take 2 to 3 weeks. Week 1 is identifying the highest priority landing page to rebuild. Usually, it's one currently receiving the most paid traffic. Then gathering the message match elements, the proof points, and the post-conversion sequence. Week 2 is designing and building the page. Week 3 is launching and starting to measure. You start to see results within 2 weeks of traffic. Most rebuilds can generate a 50 to 200% lift. Then apply this to your other key pages to stack the gains. Most businesses see their cost per leads drop by 40 to 70% within the first 60 days of rebuilding their primary landing page. Same ad spend, same channels, same audience, just pages that finally do the conversion work. 3 failure patterns sabotage most landing page rebuilds. First, designing for the founder and not the visitor. The page becomes a showcase for what the founder thinks looks impressive. Heavy design, clever copy, multiple sections highlighting capabilities. What the visitor actually needs to see and in what order gets ignored. The fix, build pages around what the visitor needs to convert, not what the founder needs to communicate. Test ruthlessly. Cut anything that doesn't directly contribute to the conversion. Second, set it and forget it. The page goes live, performs reasonably well, and never gets touched again. Conversion rates that were good at launch slowly drift down as the measuring stales. The proof becomes outdated. The offer no longer matches what's running upstream. The fix, review landing page performance monthly. Refresh proof points quarterly. Test variations on headlines and call to actions continuously. Landing pages are living assets, not build once projects. Third, disconnected from the rest of the funnel. A landing page converts well in isolation, but isn't connected to any downstream systems. The lead arrives in the system and nothing happens. No automated follow-up, no email nurture, no sales notification. The lift gets wasted because the rest of the system isn't ready. The fix, every landing page rebuild includes what happens next, the confirmation email, the follow-up sequence, and the sales handoff if needed. The page is just the entry point, not the whole system. And here's where it fits into the bigger picture. Inside a marketing ecosystem, this layer turns traffic into leads. Every channel, your ads, your email, your cold outreach, your content, drives traffic towards the landing page. Those pages decide how much traffic becomes leads. Without a high converting landing page, every channel feeding to them runs at a fraction of its potential. Ad spend produces fewer leads than it should. Email clicks produce fewer conversions than they should. Cold outreach produces fewer meetings. With high converting landing pages, every channel performs at its true potential. The ROI of every upstream investment improves. Budgets that were marginal become profitable. The entire system starts producing enough to justify scaling on every channel. Landing pages are not optional. They're the multiplier that determines whether your marketing produces revenue or just produces clicks. If your landing page converts at under 3%, most of your marketing spend is being wasted. Rebuilding those pages is the single highest ROI move that you could make this quarter. If you want to see how this connects to the rest of your client acquisition system, this video right here can help you out. If you want to see exactly how this would work in your business, the resource in the description is the best place to start. And if this helped, make sure you subscribe. I break down the full system one part at a time.